Testing, testing. Can you hear me? Sounds like you can. Awesome. Alright, welcome back, one and all. We're doing
I'm only wearing accessories because
today.
they violate Auntie's branding guidelines.
Someone's salty. Who knew the Moon Man was salty? I mean, to be fair, I like Spacer's Choice better than I like Auntie's Choice, so. Alright, well. That's where we're going today. We're going to go kill the woman who tried to murder us. And Ed, what's up?
Riley put us in an impossible situation. I'm glad those hostages can go back to their families, but I fear we played right into DeVries' hands.
We're gonna be
fine. With that data, she could wreak more havoc than we anticipated. Look, I know the choice is yours on how you want to approach this, but it's my folk in the crosshairs. If something happens to our delegate, I don't know how I'd live with myself. If there's space by your side, I hope you'll call on me.
Sure.
That's all I ask. If we fail to stop DeVries, this will have dire consequences for the war.
Okay,
and
well now we have
else.
two people that have specifically asked to come with us, so we have to bring them, I think. Oh, no, we're not ready. I'm sorry. We're not at all ready. First, we have to use the Autobot. Also, we probably could learn a bit by talking to everybody. Let's run through everybody's dialogue.
To reflect the addition of Trooper Silong. Reminder: Earth Directorate agents are not allowed to participate in paid promotions funded by corporations. Furthermore, any opinions expressed in favor of product are the agent's own and do not reflect the opinions of the Earth Directorate.
Fair enough. So,
presenting the Valerie unit, the latest and greatest in a line of Earth Directorate support automechanicals. All you could want in a squad mate at half the cost. The Valerie unit is the exclusive property of the Earth Directorate and is not intended for civilian or commercial use. Resale of this unit is strictly prohibited.
What is Valerie saying for?
Vitality augmentation, logistics evaluation, reconnaissance, and information extraction unit.
That's a mouthful. Yeah.
Do you have any other queries, Commander?
What's your view on the mission?
Searching mission parameters. One moment. Searching. Error. Unable to find current mission parameters. Defaulting to last known objectives. Goal: infiltrate Horizon Point Station and retrieve data pertaining to skip drives and rifts. Arcadia Colony contact. DeVries, Augustine. Expected operation time: less than 24 hours.
That's okay, Val. Good effort.
Do you have any other queries, Commander?
Been in operation for a long time. Give me the highlights of your service.
This unit was first deployed on a mission to Redacted more than 10 years ago and was primarily credited for that operation's success.
Thrilling information.
Other highlights include the triumph at Redacted, the rescue of Redacted, and the first successful execution of the Stanfield maneuver in zero gravity.
That's fun. How enlightening.
Always happy to be of service. Do you have any other queries, Commander?
What was that? How much do you think you weigh? How much do you think you could carry as a fun hypothetical?
Attempting to ride this unit in order to replicate the experience of flight is strongly discouraged.
That's not what I was... It only makes me want to do it more.
Thank you for your interest in utilizing this unit, but that action is inadvisable at this time. Do you have any other queries, Commander?
Fine. That's all. Alright, let's talk to our crew.
We did good by all the folk in Golden Ridge. If we hadn't eased the pressure between the Order and the troops at Outpost Opportunity, the kettle would have blown its top eventually. Instead, the ceasefire can remain in place, and folk can sleep soundly. Thank you.
It's just a ceasefire, though. It's not... What happened? Let's see.
I feel
Let's hear your
sick that
thoughts.
Victor chose to end his life the way he did. And he was prepared to do it from the start. Ma. DeVries doesn't deserve that kind of loyalty from anyone.
Yeah.
Fine by me.
Your opinion on the crew.
Oh, I see. You're here to gossip. All right, let's hear it. Who do you want to talk about?
Niles.
Seems friendly enough, if a mite guarded and a little thick-headed in his view of Auntie's choice. Regardless, I can assure you I'll treat him with the same respect I show you. Though I reckon he's seen his fair share of struggles over the years, no matter how he tries to hide it. Think he ought to ask for help when he needs it.
What about Tristan?
Not only is he a couple smokes short of a pack, he's also insufferable. I try, Commander, but Void, he makes it difficult. Who knows? Could be that he could change for the better if he breaks free of that protectorate nonsense he's intoxicated with. But I won't hold my breath.
I could say the same about you. What about Ozza?
Oh, I got a lot of choice words that would have even Val covering her audio receptors. So I'll spare you most of them. I just hope we don't regret letting Azza on board.
We won't.
She ain't right in the head.
She's the best.
She's damn near bloodthirsty. I'll keep my distance when I can. But I promise you, if I perceive even a hint of threat from her, I will deal with it.
What about Marisol?
Ain't often you see an elder solving an equation with one hand and stabbing someone in the eye with the other. So the real question is, does she get along with me? I sure hope so. I'm keen to learn about her, though I reckon she's more of an abacus than an open book. Set in her ways, methodical. And law help you if you jostle her.
Okay. We'll talk later. Interesting.
Let's see how well you arbiters know basic history.
Put in ma- Oh no! No! I didn't skip anything though! Fuck! Oh god, this is awful. You've been racing through conversations and seem to hate the idea of having to talk with others. Your choices and conversations are now randomly picked for you after a few seconds. But you get a bonus to all experience earned. Fuck! Oh, we have to.
Who constructed the archive?
The matriarch did, of course. Who else could oversee the creation of such an immense, complex
I'm honestly
piece of
tempted to
machinery?
reload the save
Inaccurate.
just to
It was
avoid
presiding
having
Bishop
that.
Audley, the first presiding bishop. The matriarch gave permission.
I really don't
want
wanna
to
have that.
Who oversaw
Hi,
its
Mochi.
actual construction.
I knew that. This is the problem with
My
you
cat
mathematical
came over and
sycophants.
demanded
There's
attention.
always some technicality that conveniently proves you right.
Oh, thank you for agreeing I was proven right, Rao. How magnanimous of you.
Yeah, honestly, I think we are going to. Since we were just talking to people, I really don't want to have that one. Because, yeah, I really want to try to avoid getting that. So we're gonna reload. It means
That
no
damn
skipping
wire
dialogue.
put us in an impossible situation.
We didn't skip dialogue. That's
I'm
what
glad
makes me
those
mad.
hostages
That
can go
we
back to their
listened to
families.
everything they had to
But I
say.
fear we played right into DeVries' hands. With that data, she could wreak more havoc than we anticipated. Look, I know the choice is yours on how you want to approach this, but it's my folk in the crosshairs. If something happens to our delegate, I don't know how I'd live with myself. If there's space by your side, I hope you'll call on me.
Yeah.
Sure, let's go with that. If we fail to stop DeVries, this will have dire consequences for the war and everything else. So let's not fail, huh?
Yeah, what's happened lately? Let's hear your thoughts.
I feel sick that Victor chose to end his life the way he did.
I would
And he
say
was
we've
prepared
already
to
heard
do it from
this,
the
but
start.
God,
Wow.
we're gonna get that flaw if we
DeVries doesn't
don't
deserve that kind of loyalty from
take it
anyone.
slow. What about something else?
Fine by me.
We don't need to hear opinions on the crew. Save.
Let's see how well you arbiters know basic history. Who constructed the archive?
The matriarch did, of course.
Okay, hang on. Reputation and Order of the Ascendant. And then I'm the protector.
Who else could oversee the creation of such an immense, complex piece of machinery?
Inaccurate. It was Presiding Bishop Audley, the first Presiding Bishop. The matriarch gave permission, but he's the one who oversaw its actual construction.
I knew that. This is the problem with you mathematical sycophants. There's always some technicality that conveniently proves you right.
Oh, thank you for agreeing I was proven right, Rao. How magnanimous of you.
Wow.
The
Okay.
hostages went home safe. We'll see if those at the peace talks make it back fine as well. May the plan
Is
favor
that all
us
you have to
against
say,
long
Marisol?
odds.
Okay, I guess.
If x is the square root of -1, and you distribute the two binomials together, then the coefficient is... Oh, sorry.
I don't
Help
think
you with
negatives
something?
can have a square root, right? Let's ask more about
Do you now? Let's hear it.
You're hiding on Golden. You're hiding our identity on Golden Ridge a long time. Who are you really?
Oh, I am a dedicated member of the Order. Beyond that, there's really little you or anyone need to hear about. Consider yourself lucky. You already know more about me than anyone else I've met in the last 20-odd years.
Wow, I feel so special. Curious aptitude for an Order scientician. Thought you strove to reveal all knowledge.
Information free of context can be off-putting, confusing, dangerous even, if misjudged. I mentioned before I was part of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection. My role there, you may recall, was head intercessor. I was tasked to influence pivotal events, to keep the solving of the equation on track. Something occurred. I needed to step off the board a while.
Okay, what happened? Picked up an interesting place to hole up. Guess you encountered an event you couldn't influence.
To put it mildly, after the incident in question, seeking refuge seemed prudent. Dorado appealed to me because it was off the board but not completely remote. There I could lie low for a time, but observe. So I believed. Our department was shuttered shortly after Ruth Pissar took office. To avoid undue attention, I remained in hiding.
Okay, let's talk about something else.
Inquire away. I may even respond.
So you killed people for the Order?
Sometimes, with purpose. Don't you as well? Do you draw some moral distinction between avenging harm and nipping it in the bud beforehand? Between covert and overt means? When all is said and done, are those in your ledger any less dead than mine?
No problem.
That so? Hadn't thought you'd felt that way. Didn't take you for a pacifist. Just a mite less homicidal.
What sort of methods did your department
Some
employ?
were proprietary. Often they involved forms of subtle persuasion, others more overt influence. Now and again, more direct means were required.
Okay,
May
that
all
seems
our
enough.
travails add to the equation.
Tristan.
Commander, if you've a moment, I wish to note my reservations regarding the Order member we seem to have brought into our fold.
Yeah?
Setting aside my obvious concerns as an enemy of the Order, there's something devious about her. Something that sets her apart from her fellows. There is a bloodlessness to her nature. A killer's icy resolve. She's dangerous.
You're also dangerous. You didn't mention any problems like this with Inez, even though she's
Despite
an
her alignment with the corporatists, I feel her intentions are ultimately benign, however skewed they may be. Marisol is more difficult to place, thus a greater threat.
That's
That
fair,
was all I had
but-
on that subject. Consider my concerns logged.
Yeah. Vlogged, indeed. Let's discuss
Certainly.
personal matters.
I consider myself an open tone.
Okay, Mr. Open Tome. How's the life of an arbiter treating
Quite
you?
well. I am able to uphold justice wherever it may flag. Bolstered, of course, by your steady support. Was there more in this vein you wish to discuss?
Wouldn't mind hearing about your relationship with the Supreme Arbiter.
She taught me all that I know. Her teaching style was stern, but enlightening. If ever I erred, she would teach me to avoid making such a mistake in the future. Though she did not raise me from infancy, I was brought into her tutelage quite early. I spent a great deal of my life looking up to her. Her death weighs leaden on my shoulders. We must find her killer and bring them to justice, lest justice in Arcadia truly fall to ruin.
You talk about the Sovereign. What's so special about him?
Why? He is of the Matriarch's direct lineage.
Okay, but why does that matter?
Only he possesses the understanding to lead us all. Someone not Matriarch ordained would bring the Protectorate to ruin. May his leadership of Arcadia last for many years. I hope someday to be party to his glorious presence. If I had one wish, it would be that he leaned less upon the Consul's guidance. The Sovereign alone knows what is best for Arcadia. Meddlers should not be abided.
Do Sentinels and Arbiters differ? Yeah, that's a good question.
In every respect, save being humans. And perhaps even that is arguable in the Sentinels' case.
Somebody has strong feelings,
uphold justice and loyalty within the Protectorate. The Sentinels operate on its fringes. They are clandestine operatives, little more than alleyway backstabbers. I find them wholly unnecessary. As you might expect, they are the Consul's pet project.
Okay, what was your upbringing like?
Straightforward. I was trained from a young age under the tutelage of Supreme Arbiter Marthana Andros, alongside my co-protege. Only those rated most highly on the Protectorate Acumen test could be placed even among the ranks of Arbiters. And to be mentored by the Supreme Arbiter herself was a great honor. Moreover, she taught her protégés to seek out evidence before judging as they saw fit, despite the fact that an arbiter needs nothing of the sort to
That's
declare
not
something
good.
a crime.
I don't like that arbiters have that kind of power. I'm surprised corruption isn't a bigger problem with arbiters.
An arbiter would never abuse their power. Every action we take is on behalf of the Sovereign and upholding the Protectorate. In any other society, I could see such a scenario resulting in anarchy. But the Protectorate is Matriarch ordained. Our devotion is ironclad.
Your devotion may be ironclad. Sounds like you've created a system where no one can ever step out of line.
Why would they need to? The Protectorate
because
provides
people
everything
aren't perfect,
any
my
individual
guy.
could want.
Because people mess
Anything
up.
beyond the norm is unnecessary at best and actively traitorous at worst.
Why do you think Supreme Arbiter taught you to back up your judgment?
As the Protectorate's most elite, we protégés needed to be able to think flexibly and adapt to situations that faced us should they require adaptation. At least, I believe that's why. Would that I could still ask her. Alas.
Oh, actually making sure a crime happened before you punish someone. How impressive.
Sneer all you like, but our society has operated in this manner for more than 100 years. Normally, arbiters do not need to prosecute, for all operate as they should.
Yeah, the Roman Empire was what, like 120 years? That's not impressive, my guy. Alright, let's change subjects.
And I shall answer.
Okay, let's continue on. Azza!
We going to kill Hierarch Ziegler soon? My knife hand's getting itchy.
Oh, right, yes. Why do you think Ziegler turned on you?
Who can say? There was no indication that I've seen. I've interacted with him on occasion. Seemed a decent, loyal sort. As interested as I am to hear whatever sorry explanation he has, not sure I'll be able to control my rage when I see him to ask why before I remove his spleen. Maybe I'll start with his gallbladder? No, I think it's gotta be the spleen.
It's gotta be the spleen, obviously.
Such as?
I like to know the people on my crew. Tell me about
Nothing's
stuff.
much worth to tell there. I'd rather hear your story.
You're dodging the question. I liked my life when it had little worth. Still trying to figure out how I ended up here.
It sounds like you've let others dictate your existence with their culturally imposed limitations and narrow interpretation of righteousness and truth. Joining the Glorious Dawn freed me of such nonsense. They gave me a completely new life.
Getting a little close to home.
Wiped away all traces of fear and repression and replaced them with unbridled freedom. My world used to be devoid of color. Everything was gray. Now everything is vibrant, like the arterial spray of a freshly opened vein.
Sorry, metaphor notwithstanding, I'm still more interested to hear more about your life.
I'm still not interested in discussing it.
Boo! Okay, fine. Since she's not being fun. Alright, we got it. So we gotta poke in everybody's room. That's the bathroom. It's torn and bloodied. Lovely if manically produced drawings of the space anomaly. At least these ones are relatively not terrifying. These riff sketches are labeled with frantic notions and equations, which make them all the more unsettling. Charming. I love it. Lovingly, if maniacally, produced drawings of the space anomaly. At least these ones are relatively not terrifying. Okay, that's the same description as before. So she's obsessed with the riffs. That's not anything new. Clip to be just so. Collection of adventure periodicals. Tristan insists that this growing library of research material is strictly to help him understand the common criminal mind. Some issues are also a trove of information for anyone curious about the universe outside of the Protectorate. Yeah, yeah, that's the same description. Okay. I think that's a good sign for Tristan. His ability to think outside of his duty is promising, but it's still not quite enough. A mix of high adventure escapism and high-level mathematics. Is there nothing else in here to click on? Interesting. Okay. We'll talk to everybody again later. We're gonna look around the room, and then when we go talk to them again, we should be able to bring up a few of these things that we found in everybody's room. Various examples of flora and fauna, quickly but confidently sketched out. It seems Inez has quite the artistic eye. Inez claims this appliance is essential for her graph's upkeep in the dry air produced by the Incognito's life support system. Conveniently, it also recreates the humidity of her home colony in the Tau Ceti system. That's adorable! I love that! Memento from Inez's onboarding with Auntie's Choice. This coupon is presented to all new employees, whether they were hired or acquired in a merger. Valid for only one use, applicable only in participating locations in the Arcadia star system, not to be combined with other offers, not valid for pre-merger merchandise from Spacer's Choice or its parent company, Universal Defense Logistics. Certificate monetary value is 1/1000th bits. Wow. Additional terms and conditions apply. 1% off. It's a 1% off coupon. And she is so proud of it. Keep sealed to avoid poisoning, incapacitation, and or death. Unless any of those three things does it for you, then by all means. It's a Zeranium sample. Another of Niles' hobbies currently in progress. Constructing these models must be satisfying to someone who likes to tinker and polish, and whose idea of fun also involves a little monetary escape a little monotony to escape the frenzy of daily life. A few nubs scattered around the runner, probably from when he lost. From when he was lost at work on this kit. The model kit. That's cute. Oh.
It was great. This one was for Niles, right? It was great meeting you, Niles. You're right. An agent's life is a busy one, and there's little time for meeting with citizens to say farewell in person. But we are happy to be of service. As for your question, there's absolutely no reason you couldn't become an agent if you put your mind to it. It only requires hard work and a dedication to the greater good. I have no doubt that you have what it takes to be one of the best and the brightest, Niles. Good luck to you. And look me up if, or should I say when, you become an agent.
The bag has the name Z-Tran embroidered neatly on the inner flap. A brief look inside of its inside contents reveals a handful of adaptive equipment that would be useful for an amputee. Some stimulants just passed their expiration date, and a crumpled note with care instructions for Niles' new upgrade. Wait, is this in code? No, probably just your imagination. Ah, okay. Well, that makes me even more suspicious. A simple model kit completed with love and patience. Now all it needs is some paint. I wonder if we can get paint. We've already talked to Inez. Alright. I think that's good for now. Hi, Niles.
Got Inez moved into Helen's old quarters. I figure, if anyone's unlikely to be vexed by finding fossilized purpleberry crunch in their mattress, it's an Auntie's Choice trooper. You think Helen would approve of us taking on a product pusher?
Inez seems tough. I think Helen would like her.
Yeah, suppose you're right. They'd have matched wits well enough.
Found this audio log from Degrees addressed to you. What's that about?
Found it, huh? No. You know what? This one's on me. Shouldn't have left a line about...
Reminiscing?
Something like that. Truth is, I was getting ready to toss that old thing.
Sure you were.
Guess I just wanted to listen to it one last time. See if I missed anything other than her waxing about the greater good.
Missed anything? Like what?
I don't know. Some hint of who she really was? Some sign that she could turn into someone who'd betray her own team? Sounds stupid said out loud.
Yeah. You're processing in your own way. I get it.
You know, I can't really remember what the others sounded like. Helen, Eric, Wade. I've tried recalling their voices, but there's just... nothing.
Yeah.
Static.
I get it.
All these years. And the only recording I've managed to preserve is from the one person I'd rather forget.
If it's any consolation, the others would be proud of the agent you've become.
Kind of you to say, Commander. I hope it continues to be true.
You want the recording back for posterity's
No,
sake?
burn it, launch it out the airlock, do whatever you want with it.
I'll hang on to
It
it.
means nothing to me now anyway.
A few personal questions
Oh
for
yeah?
you.
What's needling you?
Never really got the chance to get to know one another. Let's change that.
Fair point. Guess Horizon Point didn't exactly foster a lasting fellowship, did it?
Not really, no. I was being serious. I wanted to just watch my back.
All jesting aside, what's there to tell? Spent the first year getting back up on my feet, literally. Been mostly laying low since then, maintaining my cover. Before the invasion, at least, the Earth Directorate still needed someone to watch the colony, and I had 2 working lamps.
So it's just been you and Val the whole time?
Not always. Went a couple of stretches there on low power to avoid detection from Protectorate patrols. I usually shut her down for a few cycles then. The way you're gawping at me right now makes me think I answered that question wrong.
You're alone a long time now, so I just want to make sure you're okay.
I appreciate the concern. Won't lie, had some hard years. Got caught up in a few lost causes, the particulars of which I'd rather not go into now, if it's all the same.
Has anything good happened to you since Horizon Point?
I found you. Oh, and Val's been stalling less since I patched her acclimator. Ship doesn't smell anymore. That's about it.
What did the ship smell like?
Spratwurst.
I'm gonna need details.
I was trying to teach myself some new skills on the galley. Val got it into her hardware. I needed a hobby. I figured Spratwurst ain't an easy meal to mess up.
Sounds like it turned out well.
Nothing like a small grease fire in space to get the vitals pumping.
You didn't grow up in Arcadia, obviously. What was life like where you're from?
Like most colonies. Good people being ground down from above. A lot of fancy talk from suits about streamlining and quarterly earnings while them on the line barely scrape by. Triangulum's known for churning out freighters, and shipbuilding ain't exactly known for being clean, safe work neither. Especially when corners get cut. Can't remember a time I didn't end the day all banged up, filthy, and smelling like I just crawled out of an exhaust port.
Sounds miserable.
It was hard work, sure. But there was something special about seeing one of them long haulers fire up her engines for the first time and knowing you had a hand in her construction. Funny thing was, I wasn't even an engineer back then. But I wanted to learn, so I paid attention. Too good of attention, as it turned out.
The plot thickens.
I was working late one evening and overheard something I shouldn't have. Some bigwigs exchanging inside information that would have cost the corporation a pretty bit. A day later, I was being accused of corporate espionage.
What?
Didn't want to bring any heat down on anyone else, so I went on the run before the first jackboot showed up at my door.
What? How'd you go from fugitive to Earth Directorate agent?
I was on the run for, I don't even know how long. The days sort of bled into one another. I started losing hope of things ever changing for the better. Then, the Earth Directorate showed up. They liberated Triangulum, pulling me and the rest of the colony out from under the corporate boot. Joining up after that just made sense.
You ever regret it?
I could ask you the same thing.
Yes. Only about 5 times a day. I still don't know how I got into this mess.
Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if I'd gone back to my old life instead of becoming an agent. Stayed on Triangulum, become an engineer or something near to it. I knew joining up with the Earth Directorate wasn't going to be a life of low turbulence. But at least it'd have dignity and purpose to it.
And excitement.
Could have maybe done with a smidge less excitement back on Horizon Point. But back to your initial question. Do I regret becoming an agent? Yeah. Some days. But then there's days like the one when I found you. And, well, not much to regret there. Only thing I know for sure is my opinion today is colored by more than just the rosy tint of a low-run kid looking up at the stars. Life's not fair. But it keeps on.
I bet that kid would be awfully proud of the man you've become.
Buttering me up for a favor? I'll tell you right now, I'm not taking extra shifts cleaning the head.
God damn. You need to learn how to take a compliment, Agent Ibarra.
Well then, thanks. Just hope that good opinion of me holds.
Love to hear more about your family.
My folks shuffled off the motor coil when I was little. Assembly line accident. Got passed between some distant relations for a few years. They tried their best. Weren't cruel or nothing, but life on Triangulum was tough. And they had their own families to worry about, you know? I didn't like feeling like I was adding to their burden, so I struck out on my own just as soon as I could. And well, you know how that turned out.
You ever miss him?
Yeah. Thoughts crossed my mind over the years, especially when it was just me and Val. I wish I spent more time with her when I had the chance. No point missing something you're never getting back, though.
I mean, we won't be stuck in Arcadia forever. Maybe you can go visit them one day.
That's either hope or foolishness, Commander, and I can't tell which. Even
It could
if
be
we
both.
survive the rift, 10 years is a long time to be gone. No word. They probably figure I'm dead. But void it all. Now you got me thinking about it. How about this? We ever make it out of this system, I'll take you back to Triangulum, make the introductions myself. Deal?
Deal.
Oh yeah. They're gonna get a real charge out of you.
Tell me how you met DeVries.
She was one of the forward agents who went ahead to assess just how bad Triangulum had gotten. We met while I was in hiding, and I helped her learn the lay of the land, as it were. She was no nonsense. I thought her one of the smartest people I'd ever met. And while she could also be cutting, I felt like I only caught her edge when I deserved it. I liked her. And for some reason, she seemed to take a shine to me. But she wasn't around long.
You're a good person.
By the time I officially joined up, she'd already moved on to the next mission.
It's not... Is that the last time we saw her before Horizon Point?
Sure was. Kept hoping I might run into her during training. But now I know she was busy turning her coat here in Arcadia.
Yeah. Alright, let's talk about something else. Nope, that's it. Cool, cool. How many of these do we have? None. Great. Berserker? It's a bowler hat, for sure. Okay, so we have two people that want to come with us. Inez and Niles have both specifically asked to come with us on this mission, so we have to bring them. Or we don't have to, but I'm going to because we're nice. Somewhat. That's a little loud.
No time to goggle the rift, Commander. We've got to get to DeVries.
Dog, there's so much time.
Look, another ship. Doesn't exactly scream official delegation transport to me.
Hop the fence.
This must be...
A satellite bears scorch marks, presumably from atmospheric re-entry. Its panels have been tampered with and all data cartridges have been extracted. We don't have that perk.
This must be the satellite that sent an emergency ping across the system.
And I doubt we're ever going to get that perk because we don't have hack.
Why is DeVries hanging on to it?
This sort of satellite is new to me. Is it Earth tech? How did it get out here?
That's a good question. I cannot shake my last meeting with Victor from my mind. In the midst of discussing our plans, he quietly commented that I had a desperation about me. Is he really so daft? How could I not be desperate? Our very survival is on the line. For years, we've gone over the numbers, sharing our fears and rage over the Order's inaction regarding the rifts. This may be our last chance to prove their original predictions right. But as I make the approach to greater tranquility, my desperation grows. Could I have possibly misinterpreted the numbers, or were the numbers themselves wrong? If we fail, then what of everything leading us to this point? Then what will everything leading us to this point have been for? And worst of all, if we fail, it's because we weren't aligned with the plan after all. Oh, law, I cannot even bear the thought. Ooh, decryption key. So DeVries is having doubts. That's good info. DeVries is doubting herself. Is doubting her knowledge of the plan or whatever.
Good evening. On behalf of everyone in Auntie's family, I want to thank our hosts for securing this wonderfully austere venue to begin our negotiations for peace. With tensions being patched in Golden Ridge, I am certain we can both profit from a merger. But surely the good Vicar Laureate and his fellow shareholders have some thoughts?
Madam Vice President, I and my fellow counselors remind you that this is no merger, but an alliance. By ending the war, we may focus on the true threat to our society, the rifts.
Fucking finally. Why are you trying to stop this again?
No way through that fence except in pieces. Let's find another way around.
Yeah, there's no way I can go over. Ah! There we go. Hi!
Be still, Cadre. But don't let this interloper out of your sight.
Hi.
It's you, is it not? The one Agent DeVries warned me to expect? Well, see here. If you intend to stop me, you're far too late.
Okay. She's warned you about me and you still didn't lock the door? I'll determine that. Tell me what DeVries' plan is now.
Preposterous. Our mission to stop the talks is a righteous one. Why would I ever jeopardize it for the likes of you?
We need answers, now. How we extract those answers, I'll leave up to you, Commander. Personally, I'd start with the knees.
You'll do no such thing. My willpower is stout, my loyalty unshakable. And even if by some low chance you could extract my knowledge, you'll never truly understand. If our deaths by Agent DeVries and our comrades the time they need, so be it.
Your comrades don't stand a chance. I'll slice through their mechs like I will you.
But you've not seen the mechanicals we procured.
I don't care.
Not how extensive security measures were in these old places. Doubt you should make a dent, even with your firepower. But it doesn't matter what you do.
I have a shotgun hammer.
Our team is pushing
I'll be
forward.
fine.
Agent DeVries is right. The only way to save us from destruction is to save the Order from itself.
What is that one? Okay. If you wish to save the Order, you must save all of its bright minds, so stand down.
If we want to preserve the Order, we shouldn't kill our own. But I fear that eventually the rot of beguilement will eat us from within.
Look, do you want to live or not?
Fine, yes, of course I do. Just don't brandish your weapon at me like that. Look, there, on the console behind me. It has all you need to know about Agent DeVries' plans. I swear it. Oh, and you'll find another team ahead wrangling the automechs. They are to secure the station while Agent DeVries makes for the forum chamber. She plans to eliminate the delegates before negotiations are concluded, so you ought to move fast. Now, with your leave, we'll make our retreat.
Yeah. The monitor displays a map of the station, evidently anointed by DeVries. The first team of agents is to hold the landing pad. The second team is to make their way through the turbine chamber. The third team is to guard the exit in the refinery. DeVries herself will make for the broadcast booth overlooking the forum chamber where the delegates are to meet.
No time to waste. Let's have a look at those plans.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, I'm out of rockets. That's not good. Can I make rockets yet? Apparently not. No. Great. Oh, I didn't actually check to see what other things I could make, though. I was just looking for... More importantly, can I make... No, I can't. Okay. But we have 13 trauma kits. We'll be fine. Yeah, I think we're good on everything, honestly. Okay. I gotta know. I missed the sprat.
Just imagine the hustle and bustle of this place in its heyday. Shame.
Port Iglesias, important announcement. This message is to notice that Greater Tranquility Station is to be decommissioned at the end of this month. Please speak to your direct supervisors to update your duties and details on your next posting. Remember, with pride, that all of your work here is making the Sovereign's vision of powerful planet-side communication relays a reality. Excuse me. You are greatly thanked for your service. In the Matriarch's name, Provost Ambrose Iglesias. Be advised that should Greater Tranquility Station move into lockdown procedures, see Article 2.13. For more details, the following mechanisms will be automatically activated. We're going to see flood lighting, intercom sirens, landing pad ship enclosures. Note that these features can only be overridden by an administrator. Okay, interesting. Take this stuff. Not super helpful, but you know, whatever. I don't see anything else. Nope. I mean, there's this, but I don't see anything else interactable around here. If this was the console, which I assume it was, and we've already read it. Yeah. Well, moving on. Let's do a quick save. Oh, we also don't need... There's a limited number of saves. I'm trying to keep the hard saves down to 1 per character. So otherwise it's very easy to get boggled down with it.
It seems your sovereign is regarded as...
Gonna need a way to power this thing.
This is good. If the Protectorate's own leader is beyond his depth, he and his ilk won't anticipate an alliance.
He's not my...
Yes, right. Well, landing a strike against the Protectorate...
Automechanical function commands.
Like wrangling a galloping breadworm.
I am unfamiliar.
All automechanicals in this sector are activated and on patrol.
If so, then you are perhaps even more ignorant of Arcadia.
Revert targeting protocol. Acknowledged.
Is as ineffective as you suggested. But his advisor, the consul, is not.
Sure.
These executions, these impulsive attacks,
nice.
Are solely his influence.
Solely? Your previous sovereign was rather draconian himself, if your own history books are to be believed. Do not act like the current rot emerged from nowhere.
I could perhaps say the same for you and your reputation for putting profits over people. But instead, I think we should pivot our discussion back to the real matter at hand.
Yeah, why are you trying to stop them from working together to fix the rift issue? Your plan is dumb, DeVries. You're saying that they're not working, that they're not looking at the real problem, but they are. What are you talking about? Lift. Okie dokie. Everything.
Yep, they've commandeered those mechs.
Hey, we can update the security protocol or the targeting protocols. Great! I'm so glad we took the time and did that.
Armed and ready.
And they said the mechs would be difficult. What? Aw, I thought it would let me get up there. Boo. shit! My bad. I swear I wasn't trying to jump off the edge, but you know, sometimes the abyss calls to you. Over-prepared. Missing a single shot or two doesn't matter. You've already reloaded. If you ever let a weapon run out of ammo, you'll deal less damage for a short bit of time, but your guns hold more ammo. 50% magazine size minus 40% damage for 8 seconds after a magazine hits empty. I don't know why we got that, considering we never use fucking guns. Oh, no, it's because the shotgun reloads on its own. And so I bet it counts in the game as us reloading early, when in fact it's the gun reloading. Or it's the shotgun hammer reloading on its own.
Yes,
that makes sense.
You must be quite busy between product launches and counting bits. But I will be here as long as it takes
either way,
to
that's
ensure
not a
the
bad
order
one.
isn't taken advantage of by duplicitous actors.
Cool.
Disturbance hostile detected. Guns locked and loaded.
Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy.
I'd like to discuss your efforts on Paradise Island. We may have no physical presence there, but we are ever watchful. Our observations suggest that matters have been delicate, but I was heartened to hear that your leaders convinced Westport residents to seek shelter in Fairfield. Things rarely end this way for the Protectorate's abandoned subjects.
Ah, yes. The Protectorate had their folk living in fear, between all those hangings and maniacal proclamations.
Okay, let's look. That's where we need to go, I
acquire
think.
some hearts and minds.
But I want to look around
welcome the
here
news
first.
of your advances. However, it is worrisome that it took the assistance of a freelancer for you to finally secure your hold. Worrisome indeed.
Fan hazards, yeah, so we can do this. And then step through. Ooh, fuse.
Anyone else? Here, medic? Back in business.
Did you get hit by the fan, Inez?
Let's turn our attentions once more to Golden Ridge. I am grateful we could come to an accord after that unfortunate attack on Outpost Opportunity, but many questions remain.
Of course. Allow me to offer this bit of data, then. The true culprit of the attack was a proctor named Svoboda. My brave colleagues found her out and promptly executed her.
Okay.
The Order is capable of decisive action. I had doubts after hearing about your monastery. Even though the hostages yet live, this crime happened under your purview.
I would remind you that these innocents...
Oh, there's a fuse around here somewhere.
Accurate analysis of the... I do not appreciate insinuations that they allow programs to run rampant on our watch. Chances are high that any erratic variable is a result of your people meddling in our affairs.
Ridiculous. Next you'll be claiming we're to blame for all of your past failures. Why, the mere prediction of our arrival years ago sent you into a dizzy. Isn't that right?
And then we walk through.
According to my analysis prior to this meeting, enough goodwill exists between our parties to suggest a high chance of success, should a treaty or alliance be agreed upon.
Treaty? As in a contract? Goodness, there's no need to rush into such formalities, Vicar. Especially when so much has yet to be discussed.
Ooh, pitchball card. I don't know how many that is now, but we're inching ever closer to our goal of 15. Okay, since there's a vendor, let's sort through our inventory. We don't need regular grenades anymore. I don't like the mines. And the rest we'll just kind of hang on to for a rainy day, but I doubt we're gonna need them. Okay.
This unit welcomes you to the utility atrium. My
Thanks.
records do not indicate that any authorized personnel remain aboard the station. But I am programmed to exchange wares for monetary compensation for whosoever seeks it.
Great. The station has been decommissioned for decades. Why are you still here?
Searching my records. Ah, yes. The explanation given by Mechanist DeSoto was as follows. I need someone to have eyes on my explosive friends. But I do not have eyes. Praise be to the Sovereign, for he knows precisely what to provide his subjects.
Great. The Black Hat. Remote access. Gain increased critical hit chance against automechs. If automechanical hacking is unlocked via the manual reset perk, automechanicals may now be hacked from a distance. Both critical hit chance and hack distance increases with your hack skill. I mean, that's cool, but it's not useful for us. Let's just get the advanced encryption key, because those are always useful, and then let's sell junk, and that's going to be it for us. Workbench appears to be a makeshift weapons workbench containing blah 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 blah. Okay, we can't do it. We don't have any of those. I'm really hoping... Damn it! I was really hoping they would have rockets for sale. You know, I'm a little annoyed that they don't. Oh well. Let's use this. Get a couple more med things in our get a couple more uses out of our medical inhaler.
That's a lot of supplies left unattended. Could be worth a quick look over.
Provost Iglesias, RE, important announcement. I commend you for seeking clarification on the decommissioning process. A wise subject is to ask questions. You are to package any item in the utility repository that is not depreciated and ready for export. The majority of Varachnid mines, especially, are to be shipped to Cloister to bolster maintenance on the archive. However, several select units are to remain behind and receive a device installation to test a new security measure, I'm told. Please speak to Mechanist DeSoto if you wish to know specifics in the Matrix name. Okay. Can't do that. Yeah, this is a lot of supplies just left for the taking. Can we make any more? Oh, can I also, is there anything I can break down? No, great. Can I make any more volatile grenades maybe? No, great. Do all my stuff have mods? My armor doesn't... Oh, it does. Okay, cool. Normally we're trying to put fuses into things, not remove them, so...
I'm starting to get an eerie feeling, like someone's got their lamps on us.
Yeah. Seeing as I have received no less than 5 queries in the past week about the operation of bridges on this station, let this note be a reminder to post information clearly where all can see it. Granted some much needed peace. And grant me some much needed peace. All bridges and maintenance chambers and the like are required 1 fuse box to be operational. All bridges to chambers with higher security clearances, like the broadcast booth, require 2 fuse boxes to be operational. Ooh, the bridge to mental refreshment may be accessed with no fuse boxes operational, and any additional queries after this information has been publicly posted. Okay. Let's do a save. We're about to come up on stuff here. Automatic control hub. Oh, we can't use our thing here to reprogram. Our cartridge thing. Okay.
Don't go no further, infidel. This next shot won't miss.
How are you still up?
Take the thing. Jump. Oh my gosh, dumb. Insert aluminum foil. Yes, let's go. Ah! Get out of here. Eat my hammer.
Medkit.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Displaying customary intimidation.
Look at a few.
Run. We don't need it. We just need to run and jump. And then shove a metal in there. Oh, no. We have one. Yes.
Hey, get me go-getting again. Not exactly up for that right now.
You lot couldn't hit the...
Oh, what? Oh, okay, cool.
I can hear you scampering around like a little sprite.
Yes, I am aware.
See how well you fare.
Brief duly noted.
We're so close. One elevator
God.
away from having to breeze in our crosshairs. Finally.
Okay. I love we were able to do to solve the fuse puzzle by just shoving aluminum foil in there because we're dumb. And yet it worked. Is it going to cause some issues for the station down the line? Probably. Broadcast records. July 23-27, video and intercom systems established. July 23-41, intercom systems enabled. Broadcasting is okay. In November 23-61, video intercom systems are enabled for undisclosed reason. 2327 address. The Sovereign announces the creation of the Vox Initiative, how it will serve the people well for centuries to come. The Sovereign thanks the Order of the Ascendant for their steadfast and thorough research, promising great scientific advancements in the years to come. Finally, the Sovereign announces the birth of its first child, Henry. The Sovereign trusts everyone will embrace his son as their beloved leader when the time is right. Important. This address is broadcast to Arcadian subjects. All footage must be edited and submitted to the Council, to the Office of the Council for approval. After the decommissioning progress, as the decommissioning process winds down here at Greater Tranquility Station, I can't help but look about and reminisce on all that we've done here. We've made significant technological strides, as you've been so generous to point out in your many visits. My hope is that our research will prove abundantly fruitful as the Vox program is initiated. With this final sign-off and a toast to the matriarch, allow me to say that delivering the good words, my dear Sovereign, to the people of Arcadia has been the greatest honor of my life. Okay, whatever. Nothing super helpful. Well, let's do one more save. And then ride the elevator.
Fine, fine. I suppose we can entertain a tentative agreement. I hereby agree that both of our parties will lay down their arms. For now.
I am pleased to hear it. There is no need for senseless bloodshed when we may yet come to an accord.
I remind you that a contract signing may still be a ways off, but we might consider the hierarchy between our parties should we wish to proceed with an alliance.
No, we wouldn't want any unseemly quabbles over power. Especially when presiding Bishop Ruth Bassar already possesses the foresight necessary to lead a colony and better its people.
Foresight is nothing without propaganda, and our Minister of Marketing has already won Protectorate hearts and minds. If unification is what you want...
Like sitting terror rays. We can't let DeVries make her move.
Dog, we're doing what we can. Let me loot and then we'll get to it, okay? There's plenty of time.
Understand how to serve our people, after all. Look no further than the abbot, who welcomed refugees to Matriarch's mercy.
Yet he struggled to feed and house them properly. The poor man was clearly overwhelmed if he couldn't see his right hand was actively undermining him, even with his data.
Meanwhile, Auntie's choice has done little to alleviate the refugee crisis it helped create.
Honestly, you're both terrible.
Come on. Move, damn you.
Dear Vicar, you are not yourself.
DeVries.
You have a nasty habit of arriving at the wrong time, Commander.
It's over, Augustine. Nowhere left to run. No more lies you can peddle or people you can burn. Your rewards come due.
Ibarra, I was unaware of your survival until recently. Believe it or not, I was happy you survived. But to see you still seeking solace in the Commander's shadow is disappointing. You could have done anything with your life. Shrugged off the bad memories. But now you're both here to meddle. Law knows why.
Because you're an idiot. And that's coming from us. Don't try to change the subject. We need to talk about what you're doing here.
Certainly. And then I'll brew us some tea and we can gossip about the latest pitchball matches. Do you think me an idiot? I've no interest in continuing this little reunion. What happened in Horizon Point, well, I had no choice but to do as I did. And I'm prepared to do the same again. These delegates you came to save, I'm killing them both, and any hope for peace will die along with them. This is the only way if we hope to close the rifts before it's too late.
Sure, I'll bite. No, yeah, nobody needs to die.
Do you now fancy yourself a hero? Just because you saved the hostages in the monastery and gave me a slight advantage?
An easy choice compared to the one I was forced to make. It was the Seers who came to me back then. They showed me their data, proving that the Protectorate's rift experiments would lead to our galaxy's destruction. I didn't want to believe them. But as more and more of their predictions came to pass, I knew I had to act. I had to destroy Horizon Point and its research to prevent annihilation.
That's... law! Augustine, you could have told us what you were planning instead of letting us blunder into a trap.
Yeah!
No, I couldn't have. Had I deviated from the plan even the slightest amount, it could have jeopardized everything. I had to avert a far worse disaster. By any means.
Did you even consider the Order may have gotten it wrong?
No. I saw their models. The Protectorate and all their ignorance would have torn the galaxy asunder in pursuit of their matriarch's dream. Fascists are nothing if not predictable.
Even if it's true, you didn't have to betray and murder us in the process.
You were an unwelcome variable. Prior knowledge could have changed your actions, and the Seers had predicted that you and your team would perish in the process regardless. I tried to put it out of mind when you and I first spoke. I had to focus. But all I could think of was the cost I was being asked to pay to ensure the mission's success. And I forced myself to complete it. I trusted that with Horizon Point's destruction, humanity might be saved, but it wasn't. It was only the start. I must finish what I started.
Your presence put your mission at risk. You could have turned us away. Seer ordered you to kill us, and you obey like a little coward. No, you've done enough. You're why the colony is at war and a giant rift is in front of us.
And yet it's nothing compared to the utter and complete destruction that would have come to pass. No, I did the right thing at Horizon Point, despite the cost.
I don't think you did!
I had to sit with too many unanswered questions after the mission. It eventually forced me to find a way to fix the rifts. If only to stop the thoughts that plagued me. I learned of a prototype rift modulator in a lab on Praetor. I brought down the Earth Directorate satellite for its rift data. These are the keys to controlling the rifts, I know it. The Order alone should have this power. They can be trusted to close the rifts. But if they share this knowledge with Auntie's Choice, the entire galaxy's existence will be at risk. You know who these corporatists are, how they deal with their competitors. Imagine now how a war spurred by greed might be won, when fought with rifts instead of guns. You see? The Order must not sacrifice their principles for a childish attempt at peace.
The Order isn't any better.
If they don't complete the mission they started, everything I have done will have counted for nothing.
Everything you've done is for nothing.
Enough, Augustine. I can't listen to any more of these excuses. I've got all the answers I needed, Commander. She's gone over the threshold and ain't no bringing her back. Best we make this quick, before she can hurt anyone else.
You think you have it in you to pull the trigger, Ibarra?
Had 10 years to practice. Give the order, Commander.
Yeah, done.
Commander, this is for Wade. For Eric and Helen. And for everyone else's futures you tried to
She obviously isn't gonna listen.
Must.
And honestly, I'm just sick of seeing her face.
Still.
Oh, that's a bug. That's a very weird bug. Oh, shit. Yeah, man. What the fuck? Let's go. Excuse me. First we level up though, obviously. Observation, medical, and I guess leadership. So we got the rift data. We couldn't stop her plans, but the question is, did she do this? Damn it. Again, sometimes the abyss just calls.
She's not gonna hold up against that rip alone. We need to get back to the incognito now.
Damn it, yeah. I hope those two survived. Oh, hang on. I want to make sure I actually got everything. Yes. Run! This way.
That rift's not getting any smaller. Come on, Commander. Up and bust it.
I'm literally sprinting, Amara. Hello, Mochi. Run! Hello, Mochi. Pretty sure she manipulated the rifts into doing this.
This is an urgent message for all Earth Directorate agents. The spatial rift situation has deteriorated significantly. The rifts threatening a majority of our colonies and our Earth Directorate bases, including this one, have entered their final stages. If you see a rift that looks like this, you are in grave danger. You have at most a matter of months before everything in your local system is destroyed. The seriousness of this situation cannot be overstated. Therefore, Directive Alpha Omega is hereby invoked. You are fully authorized to do everything in your power to find a way to close the rifts. Along with this message, the entirety of our rift data has been sent to your local surveillance satellite. Analyze this data. Law willing, you will find a way to unlock any secrets it has resisted yielding to us. The fate of humanity now depends on you.
Acknowledging receipt of emergency mission parameters update, including activation of Directive Alpha Omega. Commander is now released from any and all agent guidelines.
Ooh, I like that.
The full parameters are as follows. The agent has full authority to handle the mission in any manner they see fit. No exceptions. The extreme nature of stated emergencies supersedes any other considerations.
Anything else?
I have also detected competing priorities in the new mission objectives. The surveillance data from the satellite confirms De Vries's assertion of a prototype modulator on Praetor that may be used to manipulate rifts. Acquisition is required to be able to bypass any new or existing miniature ground-level rift anomalies you may encounter. You are also tasked with finding a way to process the Earth Directorate rift data. The archive computer on Cloister would be best suited to this purpose.
Yeah. Sounds tricky. Chance we can get help from the Order or Anti-Choice?
Agents are permitted to cooperate with local governments and other political entities at their discretion, even under normal directives, which you are no longer bound by. Both Auntie's Choice and the Order have previously controlled the archive, and may be open to working with you to regain access. Seeking their assistance is recommended. Coincidentally, both delegates also escaped the station and have sent messages expressing gratitude. It seems they feel they owe you their lives and have asked to meet with you at their respective headquarters.
Thanks. I'll think about it.
Returning to mission objectives. Do you have a preference for which to pursue first, Commander?
I'm just gonna start pressing buttons.
This unit strongly advises against randomly pressing buttons on the astrogator, unless death is the desired outcome.
Well, let's steal the rift modulator then.
Acknowledged. Due to the rift's expansion, both Cloister and Praetor show a high preponderance of miniature rifts. Proceed with caution. It is worth noting that the Order of the Ascendant is headquartered on Cloister. You've also received a message from Auntie's Choice. This unit can relay its contents now, should you wish. The message has also been sent to your private terminal.
Yeah, tell me.
Greetings, morally gray potential contractor. You've been pre-selected for membership in Auntie's Choice Esteemed and Valuable Disposable Agent Program. Report on board the ACS Undisputed Claim for details on this exciting opportunity. Signed, Auntie Cleo. It appears you now have permission to visit Auntie's Choice headquarters aboard its flagship, Commander. You may use the astrogator to navigate there at any time.
Nice. Okay, awesome.
Commander, word?
Oh, hi, Niles.
So, that's it then. DeVries dead. Justice served. Galaxy still needs saving, but we'll get to that.
Hey, yeah, I recognize that tone. What's wrong?
Am I that transparent?
You're not a subtle mope, that's for sure.
And you're not exactly Commander Compassion. I once thought DeVries the upper limit of what an agent could be. Certainly everything I aspired to be. Tough, brave, smart, and now she's dead. By our hand. Thought I'd feel relief.
I thought she'd be tougher.
Into it. But mostly I just feel unbalanced. Like a mech with gimbals on the fritz.
Is now a bad time to ask what a gimbal is?
Sorry. Sometimes I forget not everyone spent hundreds of hours elbows deep in motion systems. Gimbals help keep things oriented in three-dimensional space.
Oh. Okay. So you're saying you feel disoriented?
Disoriented. Yeah, that sounds right. DeVries earned her grave, sure enough. So why does killing her feel like... hell, I don't know. Putting out a star?
You're grieving for the future she destroyed, first at Horizon Point and now by dying.
I never thought of it that way, but yeah, that's it exactly. Mighty insightful of you, Commander. Don't suppose you have any advice on how to move forward from here?
Finish the mission. You and me.
You and me. Oh, and Val, of course. Reckon it'd be rude to leave the others out of the fun, too. Appreciate you making time to listen to me jawing on about all this. Might need a few to work through my thoughts, but I'll be ready for whatever comes next. Don't you fret.
Yeah, I got you. Anybody else hammering to talk with us? Oh, also, how many of these do we have? We have 2 now? Okay. So yeah, we got a lot to do now. Oh, before all of that, do we level up again? Shit, dog. No, No, that's right. We didn't level up again. We died. That's right. Nope. No. Nope. Ba 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 ba. 14. We need one more card. And then we can go get stuff. I think I might call it early here, guys. I'm getting a little sick. I fear my roommates are both sick. Shout out to them. But I feel I'm getting it too, so I just do not have the energy needed to continue. But I will try my best to be back here on Friday with more Outer Worlds. I hope y'all have a great day. I know this was a bit of a shorter one, but I'm glad we got to it anyways. Hi, Lucy. Oh my goodness, what a good baby. Yeah, there's a lot to do now. So we have a rift. I think acquiring the rift anomaly modulator is probably a good next step. We also have the undisputed claim that we can go do, and then Cloister is where we end the game. Let's travel to Praetor. Why do I have a feeling he has something to say to us? Alright, we're gonna end it there. That was fun. Everyone have a great day. Subscribe or don't. I'll get to work on uploading this here soon. But have a great day, everyone. Thanks for being here. Peace.